Good morning, students. I am Dr. Ritika, the faculty of CSC department, as an associate professor in St. Andrews Institute of Technology and Management. Today, I am going to deliver the lecture on the subject Computer Application in Management, and today we will cover the topic of web browsers. So, it is the topic of our unit 2. So, let's start about the topic of web browsers. So, in web browser, we will cover introduction, architecture, how it works, some history related to different web browsers, or you can say some popular web browsers, top 5 web browsers. We will read about all of them, some advantages, disadvantages, and then at last comparison and what will be the market share are in browsers, how they are helpful in market sharing. So we will cover all the topics in this slide. So let's start. What is web browser? Web browser is acts as an interface between the user and the web server. So software application that reside on a computer and is used to locate and display pages. So it access information provided by web servers in which they retrieve, present and transfers information resources on the World Wide Web, that is W3. So here is the architecture of web browser. In the web browser you can see user interface, some browser engines, rendering engines, networking, JavaScript interpreter, UI backend and data persistent. So here how they are correlated with each other. Let's start. User interface is interact with browser engine and browser engine interact with data persistence, or you can say DBA, or we can say data management system. Then web browser can related with rendering engines, and these rendering engines are related with their different terms like networking, JavaScript interpreter and UI backend. So in this architecture we can see how user interface is directly interact with UI backend also. So it is the architecture of a web browser, how they are interact with each other. So next, first we will cover is user interface. The user interface is a space where interaction between user and the browsers. Now in browser engines, it is a piece of code that communicates the input of user interface with the rendering engines. So browser engines are responsible for querying and manipulating the rendering engines according to the input from various user interface. In rendering engine, it is responsible for displaying the request content on the screen. So it firstly parts the HTML tags and then using the style. So rendering engines are build a render tree and finally a render layout which display the contents on the screen. So here how render engine can work we have explained in 2 lines. So networking, you all are aware about the networking in which the fractions of the code written in the browser who is responsible to send various network calls, for example sending the HTTP request to the server. Now in JavaScript interpreter, it is the component of the browser written to interpret the JavaScript code presenting in a web page. In UI backend, it draws basic widgets on the browser like combo boxes, windows, in which user can interact with easily. Data storage, in this it is a small database created on the local driver of the computer where the browser is installed. So This database stores various files like cache, cookies, which are basically used to store the data. So here is again how web browser work. You can easily understand domain name server, which sends request to our web browsers, and web browser sends request to the server. Server serves the request and send the code in HTML or in other file, and here you can easily display in www in the form of web pages. So during this process, web browsing and HTML filing, user can interact with this web browser and their HTML coding files. So here is the working of web browsers. Now history. This slide shows in 1990 World Wide Web was designed. So these are the histories of different web browsers. 1991 libwww, 1991 line mode, 1992 airwise. So these are the some popular, like 1993 Linux, Erna 93, Opera 94, Netscape Navigation 94, Internet Explorer 1995, Mozilla 1998, Safari 2003, Event 2004, Mozilla Firefox 2004. So these are the different web browsers which are related to their different histories when they are designed, when they are published. So here is the Tim Lee, which was designed the first web browser. Here you can see the scientist who designed the first web browser. Next, so little bit small summary about the Tim Lee, which shows it is a student of CERN, which is which is ported the World Wide Web to the Common C language in 1991 and 1992, which is calling as a new web browser, which is called to be the libwww. libw we can say, or we can say libw3. So here are the some popular web browsers like Opera, Netscape Navigator, Internet Explorers, Camino, Apple Safari, Event, Mozilla Firefox, Maxthon, Flock, Seamonkey, Google Chrome, it's very popular, Torch, Microsoft Edge, Com, Com, Komodo, Ice Dragon. So these are the different web browser, or we can say very popular web browser recently used. So now first is the Opera. Here you can see on the slide Opera web browser, which is donated by the O, and how it look like I have mentioned in the window form how Opera when you will use. So Opera look like this, that is Opera 9.6, and show welcome to the Opera. So it was developer was Opera Software in the year of 1996, where it released the Microsoft Window in 1996 was the first version, and in 2000 it was the Opera 4.0, which includes some new platforms or that facilitate creations of editions of Opera for handling multiple operating systems and their platforms. So Opera runs the Microsoft Windows, Linux, Android, Mac, Windows Mobile, and it is written in C++, where website link is I have mentioned here is www.opera.com, and here latest version is this 35.0.2066.68 for Windows, Linux and Mac, and that latest version was released in 15 Feb 2016. So here are the some features of Opera, like it's a very powerful web browser for mobiles. The web browser begins in 1994 when it was started as a research project at Telenor, the largest Norwegian telecommunication company. So in 1995, the project branched out into a separate company named Opera Software ASA. Its main feature is usability, accessibility, privacy, security, and fast. Next, duplicate this tab. Now go to URL. Uniform Resource Locator is one of the best feature of our Opera. Reload every 30 seconds. Fit to window width. We can rewind, tab closing, and crash recovery. All are the features of the web browser, one of the most popular web browser called Opera. Now next is the Netscape Navigator. Here when you will use this browser as a Netscape Navigator, how it look like, I have shown the front window which is going to welcome you to Netscape Navigator 9. So student, you can see how it look like, web browser Netscape Navigator. So let's learn about some history. Developer was Netscape Communication Corporation. Inventor was Mark Anderson. Year 15 December 1994. Runs on Microsoft Windows and Mac. It is written in C++, JavaScript and CSS. Some website related to the Netscape Navigator are archive.netscape.com, and its latest version for 9.0.0.6, which is basically fit for Windows and Mac, and it was released in 22 Feb 2008. So here are some features of Netscape Navigator as best browser in early days of net surfing, improved greatly and mosaic browsers, made the internet colorful place based on mosaic browsers, or we can say faster and secure browser. So it is all about the Netscape Navigator 9. Now next web browser is Internet Explorer. It is one of the common web browser used by the students. So it is called as E. It is called as IE, or we can say E. So the home page which look like the E browser is this. The easily you can access this home page, how it look like. And next is the Internet Explorer, or we can say E, which was developed by Microsoft in the year of 1995 and run on different Microsoft Windows, Solaris, OS X, and also written in JavaScript, SVG, CSS, C++, XHTML, and here I have mentioned the website like microsoft.com/IE, and latest version is IE 11 is the latest version of Internet Explorer. So some features like Internet Explorer, that is IE browser, is known as Chakra. So IE9 is the most energy efficient browser which is mostly used throughout the world, and it is main feature is hardware accelerations, performance is good, fast installation, performance and speed is perfect for the IE, and it is integrated with the Windows operating system since become standard browser from the Microsoft. Now next is a Camino. Camino is the another web browser, and here you can see the window, or we can see home page, how it will look like. Now let's learn about some history. It was developed, the developer was Camino project in 2002 and run in OS X, and written is, or we can say its main objective is C Cocoa, and some website link lies caminobrowsers.org, and its latest version is 2.1.2 that was released in 14 March 2012. So let's learn about some features of Camino. Location bar, autocomplete, tab overview, phishing and malware protections. Phishing and malware protection means it can secure virus secure and annoyance blocking, keychain support and tabbed browsing are the features of Camino web browsers. So next is the Apple Safari. Here you can see the home page related to our Apple Safari. So in this, here is the Steve Jobs, which gives the line Steve Jobs in 1955 to 2011. The line which is given by stay hungry, stay foolish. So Steve Jobs is the main web browser developed by the. So here you can see they give the line stay hungry and stay foolish. So you can see the student Steve Jobs. Now developer was Steve Jobs, Apple Inc. in January 2003, and it runs on Windows XP, Windows Vista and Mac OS, written in C++. The website link we can say www.apple.com/safari, and its latest version was released in 15 January 2016 for Mac OS, and for Windows it was released in 9th May 2013. So let's learn about some features of Apple Safari. It is fast in speed, easy to use. Some URL path can easily navigate, web inspector, activity windows, inline directories, quick notes, email page link. You can easily payload time, provide all security features, clean up unnecessary junks, speed compatibility, great for Mac users and free to download. So these are the features related to our web browser. Now next is the event, how it look like. It is the home page of the event find. So students, you can see here how it look like. It mentioned with the capital letter A. So it was the developer of the Chinese programmer Anderson Chi, that is a event force in 2004, and run on Windows XP, Windows Vista, Windows 7, 8 and 10 also. Here is the website link I have mentioned, www.eventbrowser.com, and the latest version was released in 3rd January 2016. So let's move about some features related to our event. It is fast, secure and supported many operating systems. Provides no ads and no malwares. They follow the feature of multiprocessing, and it contains the lowest memory usage web browser. Some Windows servers are used, download accelerators, private browsing, no memory leak means it is purely safe, fast, low CPU usage, web form autofiller and startup logins. Some multiple documents interfaces are used. Some online bookmarks are available in this web browser. Multiple document interfaces are also used in this web browser. So next is the one of the most popular web browser is the Mozilla Firefox. So here is the home page, students. You can look, and I think you all are aware about the very most popular web browser, that is Mozilla Firefox. So the developer was Mozilla Corporation in the year of 2002, which is run on the Microsoft Windows, Android, Unix, Mac OS X, and also written in C, C++, JavaScript, CSS, XBL, XUL. Some website link I have mentioned is www.firefox.com is the website link, and its latest version was released in February 2016. So let's move about some features of Mozilla. Like the older name was Phonics. Its older name was Phonics and it's changed to the Mozilla Firebird. So in February 2002 it's become Mozilla Firefox. Its main feature is privacy, security and faster. Remember password handling. Smart location bar learners how you browse. Open source add-ons, tab management, strong security system, and for business downloaders the browser is also okay because it integrates with internet downloader manager. So these are the features of Mozilla, or you can say Mozilla Firefox, or you can say sometime you say use Firefox browser, or you can say use Mozilla Firebird or Phenox. They are the older names. Now latest name is the Mozilla Firefox. Now Maxthon is also the another web browser. So it is the window, or we can say home page. You can see in the slide how Maxthon look like. So let's learn about some history. The developer was Maxthon International Limited in 2005, which is run on Android, Linux, Windows Phone, Microsoft Windows, and also written in HTML, C++, JavaScript. And the latest version was released in 18 February 2016. And here is the website link. www.maxthon.com is the website link. Now some features, like it was developed in China. It was the first web browser to offer cloud-based services, which is based on MyIE, and it was the winner of the Web Bar in 100 awards in 2008 and 2009. So it is originally known as MyIE2. MyIE2, or someone say Maxthon, both are the same thing. So it saves open tabs in case of program shutdown or system crash. Some automatic updates are available. It undo for any tab accidentally closed. Tabbed document interface. Block pop-ups ads. Groups. The ability to bookmark and book multiple pages simultaneously. Some URL analysis. Open URL by just typing a word in the address bar. So it all about the MyIE2 web browser. So here's the DeepNet Explorer. It is the mentioned by D and E, and it is the home page of our DeepNet Explorer. It was developer was DeepNet Security, which is released in 2005, runs on Windows, and some website link as deepnetexplorer.com, and released the latest version in February 2007. Now features like world first web browser with RSS news readers or point-to-point client, which is the part of integration and phishing alarm. So it consists of web plus point-to-point network plus news. So they are the multi-state pages. They follow some features like tab browsing, cookies managers, some auto logins, content filter, direct search, super drag and drop, and also basically main feature for file sharing. Now next web browser is the Flock. Here you can see the home page of Flock and how it look like. So developed by Flock 9, Flock Inc. in 2005, and runs on Windows Free BSD, Linux, OS X, same written in C++, JavaScript. Main feature is media services, including basically Twitter, Yahoo, YouTube, bloggers, Gmail, MySpace, and here are the some link www.flock.com. communications.com is the one of the most popular web browsers. So let's move about the features of the Flock. Like Flock is a technically a separate browser with an emphasis on Facebook, Twitter, and other social functions on the web. Some media services include like Yahoo, YouTube, Twitter, Gmail, Blocker, MySpace are some media services related to the Flock web browsers. The idea of Flock was to encourage users to share what they consume on the web and watch what others are doing. So next is the Seamonkey. Seamonkey is the another web browser. Here is the it is not clear. So you can search student itself. You can search about the Seamonkey is a web browser. It is the front home page or web page how it look like. And now it was the developer was Seamonkey Consoles in 2006. Runs on Windows, Linux, written in JavaScript, C++, XUL and XBL, and the latest version was released in 8th November 2015. Here is the website like www.cmonkeyproject.com is the site of our web browser. So let's move to the features. It, it is a unique data manager which serves as a central manager interface for all kind of site specific data, which includes permissions, passwords, some cookies, some image blocking, some preferences, and some form of data which includes or which can be handled by the data managers as servers as a central management which holds all the processes. Some popular blockers that surf the web without interrupt from annoying ads, safe mode which can help to solve problems that might occur, lightweight themes, some smart location bars and pop-up blockers are used. Some it is basically main features like email feeds, and for some news groups we will use this Seamonkey web browser. Now next is the very most popular and where daily students are very familiar with this web browser like Google Chrome. How it look like? It is the you can say it is the symbol of our Google Chrome and is the home page of our Google Chrome. Now developer was Google in September 2008, which is run on Microsoft Windows, Linux, Mac OS X, written in Python, JavaScript, C++. Main feature is secure, fast, and stable, and faster than other web browsers. Here is the website link www.google.com/chrome. So let's move about the features of our Google Chrome. Here are the some latest versions of Google Chrome: Windows, OS Linux. These are released in 2016 in 18 Feb. Android, it was released in January 27, 2016, and in iOS it was released in 27 January 2015. So Windows, Android and iOS it was released in the same day 27 January 2016. So some features related to the Chrome are secure, fast and stable, faster than other web browsers, separate process for each tab, create applications or shortcuts for your favorite websites, synchronize bookmarks across browsers, task managers, then check memory used by different browsers. Now Chrome pin tab features more control over your tabs, more dynamic home pages for common use search engines and their bookmarks, also more speed and wouldn't slow down on your browsing through the internet are the features of our Chrome web browser. So here is the next is the torch. Torch is another web browser. Here you can see how symbol of the torch and the home page. So developer was Home Media Inc. Year in 2012, runs on Windows XP, SP2, Mac OS X, written in C++, and latest version was released in 2015. And here are the website students: www.torchbrowser.com. The symbol you can look like a torch. Its main feature is built-in tolerant, easy sharing, grabbing online media, accelerating downloads are the some features of the Torch web browser. Now next is the Microsoft Edge. It look like E, and it is the front or home page of Microsoft Edge. The developer was Microsoft, run on Windows 10 mobile, Windows servers 2016, written in C++. Latest version was released in February 24, 2016. And here are the website link like www.browserfordoing.com are the Microsoft Edge website link. Here are the features like doodle directly on a web page, get rid of distractions, lightweight design, instant answers, sharing their informations, analyzing your site performance, safe for troublesome extensions are the some features of the web browser. Next is a Komodo Ice Dragon. So it is look like it is the symbol of Komodo Ice Dragon, and it is the web page. It is the developer was Komodo Group, runs on Windows, and released in 2015. Engine Firefox. Here is a website I have mentioned. icedragon.komodo.com is the website of this web browser. So features like it is based on Firefox. It's allow one to check whether a web page is malicious before they actually visit that page. It it produce faster page load and safe browsers. Real-time block list of harmful websites. It is portable, and social media integration is the some features of the web browser. So the top 5 web browser in the world are Google Chrome, Firefox, Internet Explorer, Safari, and Opera are the top 5 web browsers in the world. So here are the comparisons between the top 5 web browsers are Firefox, Chrome, Internet, Opera. So these are the and the Safari. These are the here are the I have mentioned some speed, startup time, different startup time, web page loading time. Here I have mentioned some other features and how these features are varying from different web browsers. Zoom, yes. So these are the features like zoom, save tab, smart toddler, engines, advisors, spell check, development, managers, thumbnails, mouse gesture synchronizations, and how these points are different from their different web browsers. I have mentioned as a in the form of comparisons. So student, and next is the some more comparisons related to their security, related to their technical desktops in different security pop-up blocks, anti-phishing, clear history, and technical help. You can say what are the tutorials, user manuals, some supported OS, Linux, Windows, which browser support which software, or we can say support which OS. Here is the comparison about top 5 web browsers, and these are the top 5 web browsers. So student, I hope you have learned more about some new web browsers which are very popular all over the world. So student, we have covered all the web browsers except the top 5 web browsers also. So students, thank you very much for your kind attentions. Thank you students.